Hey everybody, how's it going? For this video, I'm going to just be giving my thoughts and opinions on the 2020 Oscars, the Academy Awards. There's a lot that happened last night. A lot of history was made, and I want to talk about all that with you all here. Let's get right into it. We'll get into some of the awards in a little bit. First, I just want to talk about, okay, so the Oscars, this is the second year in a row that they haven't had an official host, and I thought that that was absolutely fine. It played very well like last year. Janelle Monáe comes out singing a wonderful musical number with all of her backup dancers dressed as some of the characters from the films last year that were nominated for Oscars. Love seeing that. Love seeing the monologue by Chris Rock and Steve Martin. Love seeing them kind of roast the Oscars for their lack of diversity in female nominees. Thankful to the Academy for allowing them to go out there and say that and letting themselves get roasted. That was really fun to see. And also, shout out to Eminem. You know, as usual, there are musical performances as the Oscars. They like to give it a little bit of a concert feel, kind of a Grammys feel. Makes for better entertainment for the viewing audience, who are probably not as big of film lovers, but there is some entertainment there. However, "Lose Yourself" was nominated and won the award for Best Original Song many years ago. So I did not expect Eminem to come out and sing "Lose Yourself" at all. As neither did the crowd, but they were loving it. As soon as he came out, everyone was, you know, banging their head and singing the lyrics, and I was too. I mean, don't necessarily know why the Oscars wanted to do that, but I'm here for it. I love it. That was a really nice surprise, really cool. Love the Oscars. Thought it was a great, entertaining show. So let's talk about some of the specific awards and nominees and some of the winners. So um, what I loved is, of course, we're going to get to the two major films of the night that were kind of the bigger winners, that being 1917 and Parasite. But first, I want to uh, commend the Academy for kind of, this was a year where a lot of the love was spread. It wasn't one particular film taking all the awards home. Some of my favorite films of last year all got some shine, got some love, and I'm glad that was the case, because as I'm going through my list of my favorite films of last year, I think that 2019 um, was an absolutely great year for film. Lots of great achievements in filmmaking. Lots of progressive movements that were made, originality, all that stuff. Yeah, it's really hard to say that one film deserved to win all the awards, because I don't think that was the case. So I love seeing, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood took home a couple. Ford versus Ferrari. Um, what else am I missing? Something else. Jojo Rabbit. The Joker. I love seeing Joaquin Phoenix get his first Oscar. Well deserved. As I said, he was kind of the front runner in my opinion. No way that I really could see anybody else winning. And loved his speech. Loved what he had to say. Loved how he brought lots of attention to some very important issues going on in the world. Love seeing him use his platform. Really nice to see. So um, yeah. Uh, um, yeah, a lot of films. There's a lot of love, and everybody kind of got their shine. Lots of great films. However, let's get right into the major films, major awards of the night, and the winners was 1917 and Parasite. Going into this night to the Oscars, I was a little bit worried that the Oscars would perhaps get a little bit cold feet and being hesitant to hand some of the major awards to Parasite, because it is a foreign film. It is in Korean, and the whole film is in subtitles. And I was worried that the Oscars were going to be like, okay, we're not going to give Best Picture to it, even though it perhaps is the best film and most deserving. We're not really ready to give the award to a foreign international film. But that wasn't the case. Um, Parasite took home 4 awards, the big winner of the night, and love to see that. Bong Joon Ho was definitely the star of the night. Love seeing his. And one thing that I noticed is that I've never seen such support from the audience. I mean, these are all films that, for these awards that Parasite won. A lot of these films lost, and but every time Parasite won an award, you saw everybody in the crowd stand up and give this huge round of applause and a standing ovation. And it seemed like everybody was really behind this film, and everybody perhaps may have been feeling like myself, like, wow, is Parasite going to get the love it deserves? Because it's got a lot of love from lots of people, including myself. It's my favorite film of last year, and to see all those people, even though perhaps they weren't the winners, they were happy to see the film go to a film that was well deserving. And also, it was such a historic night to see Parasite win so many awards, because it was the first foreign film uh, first international film to win Best Picture. And it's not like the Oscars did it for the sake of just, oh, like, we're just gonna make a statement about diversity. We're just gonna hand the awards to Parasite to, so we can cover our basis and kind of, just kind of just give it to it for the sake of it being diverse rather than it being the most deserving, because that's not the case. It deserved all the recognition that it got last night and more. And I'm glad to see that, because now it's going to encourage a lot of people to, if they haven't seen Parasite, to go out and see Parasite, because I do think that is a film that if you haven't seen, you absolutely have to see. It's a very important film. It has a lot to say about a lot of issues going on in society today, and it's brilliantly directed, acted, and absolutely much deserving of all the recognition that it's getting. So love to see that. A very historic night for the Oscars, and glad to. I think I have really no major complaints, no major snubs in my personal opinion. Um, yeah, Parasite, the huge winner, great show, no host, and yeah, love the Oscars. The biggest night in Hollywood, did not disappoint at all. So those are basically going to be my thoughts on the Oscars. If you saw the show, what did you think about it? Did you think Parasite deserved to win all the awards, Best Picture, or if not, what do you think should have won? What were your thoughts on all the show in general? Please leave your comments, and if you enjoyed what I had to say, please consider liking this video and subscribing for more weekly movie reviews and movie related content. So thank you so much for watching.